Hey guys, it's Laurel. Today is Saturday, March 15th, and this is floss tube number 54, maybe. I looked it up, but I've already forgotten. So it's been a few weeks since I've been here. So I have some stuff to show you. I've missed y'all. A lot of stuff has happened since I've seen you last. Got my new glasses, so I can see again. It was really nice. Was very impressed with my eye doctor. When I put them on, I was like, wow, what a difference. So a little scary that my eyes changed that much in a year, but it just happens, I guess. So thank goodness for eye doctors. We went to an awards ceremony for my daughter. She won an award, a military award. So we got to go to a military awards banquet, and it was very cool. So me and my husband went, and her boyfriend went, and it was a good time. We had a really good time. So other than that, not a lot going on. I did go to quilt camp, and I'll talk about that a little bit later on in the video. If you're new, I normally just have cross stitch to show as of late, but sometimes I will have some quilting, and today I actually have some quilting to show. It's been a while since I've shown any quilting, so that's exciting. Sorry for all the clutter behind me. I am only semi-unpacked from camp. I have, me and my husband, he's trying to get his office put together and painted and moved, and we're trying to, every night we come home and I spend a little bit of time. The plan is I spend 30 minutes in my room, he spends 30 minutes in his office, and we start, getting some stuff organized. The problem with that is you find all the projects that you want to start, and you want to start them all right now. So that's where I am right at the moment. So I'm just going to jump in and kind of show you. I do have some cross stitch. I have a kind of an FFO. I have a finish. I have some whips. I have some plans. I didn't do as much stitching as I would have in this time frame, obviously, because I went to quilt camp for 4 days, so that cut out a little stitching time. But I have stitchy group this week. Let me slow down a little bit. I have stitching group this week, so I'll get to get back in touch with my friends and kind of see what everybody started to buy from market. I do have a little bit of market haul, just a little bit. I started slow, but I told my girl, don't worry, a couple more weeks. Next payday, I'll be hitting you up again. So I'm excited to show you all that I got going on. So it's a little bit stacked up everywhere, so there may not be any rhyme or reason to what I'm showing you, but I'm going to try to get all the cross stitch out of the way in case you're not interested in the quilting. So let me start with, okay, so this is my kind of FFO. So this is what it will be finished in. I do not have it laced yet, but I wanted to go ahead and show it. It's, and now I can't think of the name of it. It's a Primrose Cottage. So I had shown this before. It's the Christmas, why can't I think of what it's called? But y'all know, you've seen it. And even though it's a Christmas piece, I wanted to go ahead and show it because they are now doing other seasons. I know they had Valentine's Day. I don't know if they have a Easter. I haven't seen, I don't know. But I just wanted to show this because it's a little bit different finish than what I have seen. I got this frame from my mom for Christmas, and I just thought it looked really good in here. So, like I said, it's not laced yet. I'm sorry, it's got glare because I got my windows open, but it's not laced yet. But I think it looks really good in here. So it will be laced, and that's how I'll display it come Christmas time. So really excited to have that one like in the works. My finished piece is out of A Heart Remembers by Blackbird. It is this piece here. It's an anniversary piece. Now in the book, And in the pattern, whoops, sorry, it shows dates on both sides, and I changed mine just a bit. So my plan is to finish it, like I said before, with some ribbon ruching, but I haven't, you know, I'm not that far yet. So this is my finished piece. So I did put mine and my husband's initials. I put our anniversary year, and then I just put the infinity sign down here because it's forever. But I'm very happy with how that turned out. It's so pretty. So I did have a moment where I thought about putting it in a frame, but it just needs to be finished as a heart. We all know this. I don't know what made me think that it might need a different finish, but love it, love it. This is stitched on a 32 count Heritage Lugana by Picture This Plus, and it is stitched 2/2. And I talked about that. Hold on. Sorry, dropping stuff already. I talked about that in a couple previous videos. I talked about the over 2 stitching. All right, let me put this over here. Hopefully that won't mess anything up. All right, so what have I been stitching? Well, I spent a lot of time finishing that. It's one of those, I would get it out and I would be like, okay, probably 2 more sittings and I'll have it done. And then I would be on the 3rd sitting after that and go, okay, 2 more sittings and I'll have it done. But I did finally get it done. I did stitch on Pandemic just a little bit. I have not done all of my days that Whipco calls, so I'm not going to show it this time, but I did work on it just a teeny tiny little bit. The other night, I just had a moment where I was kind of missing some of my friends, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get our piece out and work on it. So, I'm not going to pull the big picture, but Red Manor sampler. I'm stitching this with Kim, Krista, Heidi, Renee, and I'm probably the one furthest behind. But we haven't stitched in a while, so girls, we need to get together and stitch. Even if y'all are done with this, I can stitch on this, young stitch on something else. But I love it. I just truly love it. It is so pretty. So all I worked on, I finished the little quilt square thing up here. And I really like how that turned out. So I need to get back down there and work on the house a little bit when I pull it out, just so I'm not like doing all the house at one time, but all that other stuff is so fun. I can't wait to get up to this. I'm probably going to do one of those before I go back to the house. That's just kind of what I'm thinking. So just one night I was sitting on the couch and I worked on that. And then the only other piece that I've worked on, I'm pretty sure, is this. Obviously, I am not prepared today. Floral motif sampler. I told you I am working on this, just doing a motif a week, a motif or so a week. And me and Diane are sending pictures back and forth to kind of keep each other accountable. I think I'm behind in sending pictures, but I'm not sure. But I have worked across the top and I was over here. I don't know exactly where I was last time I showed it to you, but I'm starting to come down this side. So I've been working on it a decent bit. I've been trying to do more than one flower a week because I'm really excited to see some progress on this. But this is where I am. So it's continuing to grow. So I'm over here with this purple flower. I came down and I'm working on this one right here. I was working on it last night and we were like, our heads were nodding watching TV. We were like, we got to go to bed. But oh, is that not going to be beautiful when it's done? Oh, It's a little bit hard to not, at this point, pull this out and just do nothing but this. It is really, really hard. Like, I really, really want to work on this. My hubby's home. He went golfing this morning. Him and his buddies. So he's back home. So I might have to pause you in a minute and go see. I don't know if we're going to go have lunch or what we're going to do. But anyway, so got a little bit of work on that. So now I'm going to talk about, cross stitch plans, and then we'll do haul, and then I'll go into quilting. So I'm kind of already like in my mode. I had talked about originally doing my rotation as quarterly rotations, and it was really more than a quarter, because I was going to do January, February, March, April as one thing, and then do Mania in May, and then do June, July, August something, and then do September. But I'm really missing working on my sales, so I'm going to finish out March on my things that are close to a finish type things, and then April 1st I'm going to start back on my sales. So of course May will be a month off from that, and then I'll go back to sales, and then we'll kind of go from there. So there's a new sale coming up April 1st. Stitchy Linda and Oh For Pete's Sake do a birthday stitch together every year. Their birthdays are in April, and they're going to do Spring Moon. Well, I love this. I have loved it forever. I love all the moons. I've done none of them. I own pretty much all. There's a couple I think I don't have, but I want to start this with them. So I need to finish last year's sale that they started and I jumped along on. And that is, it was hashtag Simply Awesome Sale. So I was doing Simply Spring. This was already in my stack of close to a finish items. So since I've finished the Blackbird piece, I'm going to pull this one out and try to get this one done by the end of March, so that when I start on the new one with them, this one will be done. So, very excited. I love me a sale. So I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to put Spring Moon with it, because it's just going to take over this bag when it's done. Okay, and then hold on just a second. Okay, sorry. Hubby's back. Had to go get some smooches. Tell him hello. He's been gone since before I got up this morning. They went to golf early. It was supposed to be pretty today. It's not. It's rainy. It's nasty weather. Anyway, so last video I showed you, maybe last video? I don't know. I showed you the finish of one of my 12 by 12 pieces. All my 12 by 12 were Plum Street. I was like, it's March. I need to get another one out. So I pulled out Autumn Cottage. I have just the teeny tiny little, it's the one I just did a little bitty star on. That's my big giant star. 12 by 12. So I'm going to get this one out and work on it. That will be in my plans. I need to start getting my Mania stuff together and get stuff ordered for it. I mean, I have my charts, but I got to pick my linens out. I need to see what flosses I have, get those pulled, and go ahead and start my order, because, everybody will be buying up all the supplies. And like I told you, our Joann's truly is closing, but I think they said, somebody had done, not told May, maybe, but I need to get my stuff together. So I'll have to either do mail order, or I need to get back over to our local little shop. She has some over dyes. I need to go over there and get some, but Saturdays have just been busy. So, all right, so let's let's talk about bags for a minute. So I had started making a couple project bags a very long time ago. I mean, months and months and months and months ago. Maybe 2 or 3 quilt camps ago, I stitched together the front of some bags. So I was kind of hung up because I tried to do the flip over of the binding and stitch it, and it didn't, and just machine stitch around it. It didn't look good. I didn't want to do hand binding on all of them, even though I don't mind hand binding on a quilt, but I don't know that I wanted to do that on a project bag. I was trying to decide about the backing because I like a stiffer backing. So I finally decided I had some interfacing that I'd bought for something else. I don't even know what I bought it for. And I like it, but I don't remember what it is. There's no label on it. And I got it at Joann's. So I'm gonna have to go see if maybe Hobby Lobby has it, find out what it is so that I can order some online. But anyway, so I came in here one day and I was like, I'm just gonna get in here and do this. Like, this is insane. Like, I need to finish this. So I pulled out my Americana one and I did this little decorative stitch as the quilting on the front. Sorry about that light. For my on my machine, it had this decorative stitch. It took me so long to put the zipper in. I went completely blank as to how to put a zipper in. So I was making it way too complicated, but I got it done. The inside is just a plain white. I put this star print on the back. And I don't know if you can really see the quilting, but I just did I put my walking foot on and just did a wave across it and then just echoed that back and forth on both sides. And then for the binding, so I machine sewed it on the front, and then on the back I pulled it around and I used stitch witchery to put the binding on. And it's like I've been messing with it, and it's holding really good, and it looks really pretty, and you don't have to worry about what your stitches look like on either side because the front stitches are hid by your sewing and flipping, and then the back has not got any. So I'll let you know. I'm gonna put this into use, and now that I've shown it, and put a little wear and tear on it and see if that really holds, because honestly that's what was really holding me up a lot from making some bags. So, but that one's done, so I'm excited to start using that one. And then I don't know if I had showed you this. I showed you the pattern last time. This is a little bag made with the mini charm packs that I own 10,000 of. But I finished this. I did the same quilt on that because I was just kind of in this mode because it looked pretty. And I finished this up while I was at quilt camp. So last time I had said, I'll be back in 2 weeks. I don't think there's anything really going on that would hold up my schedule. And how did I forget about quilt camp? How does that happen? I don't know. I just don't know. All right, so let me see. Okay, so I just have a little bit of haul. Cross stitch haul, that is. Quilting haul has been a little more. So I got my fabric from my Seraphim Club. This is Lady Godiva. Look how pretty. This is like a laurel color right here. That is really, really pretty. So I'm very excited. I did go ahead yesterday and I bit the bullet and I registered to be in the Be Stitch Me Fabric Club because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So it's fine. I'll work it in. It'll be fine. And then this is my market haul. So I started little because last year I said I was going to start little and I didn't, and then I ordered all the stuff all at one time, and then a whole bunch of it never got started, which is fine because I mean I still have it and everything, but so I have a friend that has an Etsy shop, and I will list her shop down below. She was very busy at market. She got a lot of stuff. So first, I didn't get this from her. I actually ordered this one online. We had been talking about this, and I was at work one day, and I convinced myself that I didn't own it, so I bought it. So I hope I don't already own it. If I do, I'll give it to somebody at Stitchy Group, but I had to have that. And then from my friend, I ordered Tomato Hill, because as soon as I saw this, I was like, I cannot believe how beautiful that is. I should have been holding on this side all along. It's not messing the light up as bad. But it's little, so this won't take long. This is 57 by 68. Adorable. And I love that they finished it with a little rickrack. So we'll see. Rejoice, this was a market exclusive. I love those clouds. It's got little animals down there in the bottom. It's got some birds, the sun. It's really cool. Oh, that'll be, I'm sure, insane stitching. 118 by 101. This, oh my goodness. This is beautiful. Floral Fantasy by Fox and Rabbit. It's big. 295 by 367. But just look. Oh, I love this so much. It's stitched on 40 count ballet slippers. I don't know that I'm practiced enough yet on 40 count to do something this big, so I'll probably do 36. Oh my goodness. You just look. I gotta see what linens my friend got at market, so I might can get some from her. But this is Rose Hill Farm. This was my #1 pick for market. So pretty. So pretty. I was so excited by it. I didn't even realize it has a biscorn U and a pin keep also. I was like, I never even noticed that. But look at this. Berry baskets. Red barn. Look at the border. Oh. I mean, I don't even know. So I had told you I want to do, along with my Kathy Barrett Mania, I want to do some version of Market Mania with Jim. So many things. So many things I want to start. So many things. So I think that's all for my cross stitch portion. So I'm going to show you quilting next. I'm going to start with haul, and then I just have a couple little things from camp. It's really not a super long video today. I'm not going to do the pattern, little mini pattern parade that I've been doing. I'll start that back up in the next video. I'm a little bit behind in scanning, and I don't have the last video stuff scanned in yet, so I will get that caught up by the next video, and I'll show you some more. So I did, because I couldn't help myself, I got this little bag from Fat Quarter Shop. It's a Lori Holt. I thought it would be good. I have a couple projects that have a lot of floss, like a lot of floss. So I wanted to have a little bag that I could put them in. And it's like, I don't know what you would call it. It's like a, you can wipe it off. It's not a cloth. It's more of a vinyl-y feel to it. These I ordered totally by accident. I saw them and I saw magic clips, and I just thought they were the regular, like, I thought it was an off-brand of the Wonder Clips. But these are actually a little bit cooler. They have markings on them, on the pin itself. So I'm going to try those out and see how that works. And I'll let you know. It could be a new favorite gadget. I don't even know. I bought this book. I had reached out to Laura at La Stitches. La Stitches. What did I say? Anyway, I reached out to her and asked her if she'd be interested in doing a quilt along, and we kind of messaged back and forth a little bit, and we came up with this pattern. So I haven't talked to her since I got out. I don't know what kind of schedule. She's a little more scheduled, she's a lot more scheduled in her quilting than me. I'm shoot from the hip kind of person. But I am going to start collecting fabrics for whenever she wants to start. But this quilt is beautiful. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. So pretty. All right, so I also got some more J. Wecker Frisch, old school. At quilt camp, I told you about, we're all doing the same quilt. One of the girls is using J. Wecker, and her quilt is beautiful. Beautiful. But this one I thought would be cute. Look at this. Oh, I just love her stuff. I love it. And then I got, I don't know if I showed these last time. I might have. The rulers, bottle caps. Pretty. Pretty pretty. I thought those would make, pretty bags. There I am buying fabric for bags because I made one. And then this I got from Fat Quarter Shop. Is that not beautiful? I can't remember who it's by. Hold on, I'll tell you. Oh, this is that right? Oh yeah, it's Tim Holtz. It says palette, so I didn't see this in the red typography. Eclectic Elements palette. Anyway. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Tim Holtz for the win again. So I was at work the other day, and I was like, I'm a little like, I want something. I just want something. So, but I don't want to spend money. So I thought about it all morning, and I went on break, and I was like, let me just see what free patterns Fat Quarter Shop has. So I have a ton of layer cakes. We've talked about this. And there is a, someone had commented about if I would do a layer cake parade, and I think I will. Maybe in a video. I'm debating about just doing like a quilting video separately all by itself. But it's kind of hard for me to do that because I like to show my haul, and stuff gets put away and moved and all that stuff, and it's a whole nother story. But anyway, I was like, I want to do something with some layer cake. So I printed off this simple pattern, garden plots. It's to go super fast. This would be like a true like weekend quilt. And then as the offset for that, I got one that's quite a bit more tedious, but beautiful. Look at that. Picnic at Daybreak. This is a Moda pattern. This is Robert Kaufman. The other one. Moda. And then, I can't believe I've never seen this. They have this Moda pattern. It is called Sunny Day, and it's a Jen Kingwell. So, that just has me a little excited, right? I mean, how pretty is that? Oh, I even love that fabric. I'm sure you can't get it because this is older, but it says it's a Fine and Sunny collection. It says by Jen Kinwell Design. So is the Moda? Oh, maybe it's a Moda pattern. Is the fabric by Jen Kinwell? I don't know. Anyway, I think it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so let's talk about what I did at camp. So I got to camp and I took 2 quilts with me to my friend who has a long arm for her to quilt for me, a little one and a bigger one. Like a large lap size is the bigger one. And then the smaller one is just like a little wall hanging that I'd made at last year's camp. So I pieced the backings together for those on the first day, got those done, and then I'd taken a smaller quilt kit and I was like, oh, I'll just knock this one out. I did not get done with this thing. It took me the rest of Thursday and all day Friday, maybe. I don't know. It felt like it took forever. It took me a really long time. I was trying to match something up that didn't need to be matched up. It was aggravating me. But anyway, I went ahead and quilted it while I was there because, again, I'm still on that like wavy pattern. It is not bound yet, so I still need to put the binding on it. But it will be in this cheddar color. But isn't it beautiful? Oh, it's so pretty. I just love it. I love it, love it. So I can't wait to get the binding on it and get it displayed. It actually goes like, these are my Kim Deal tops that need to be quilted, but it could even be displayed with those. You know, it kind of has the same feel. So I was excited to have that one done. I need to knock out some of these little things. So then next I took a Lori Holt table runner kit with me and I got it out. This took forever. Now I do feel like when I'm at camp, obviously there's a lot of talking. I'm going to slide you back just a little bit so I can get all this in frame. Ooh, it's getting more in my dirty room. There's a lot of talking, like I said, but I do also feel like I'm a little bit, I don't feel as rushed, so I'm a little more careful with my seams. But I did get this one done, and I do, like, love it. So, that's the stars. It comes up, and then the bottom has this color. So I like it with the 4 different colors. And I have pictures of all this quilt stuff on my quilting Instagram. I'll try to list that down below, but I think I will probably quilt this one myself. I want to get back into doing a little bit of quilting. I used to do, not a lot, but I used to do a little bit, and I've kind of gotten away from it. But I have some thread coming that I want to try, and I do have, you know, several smaller quilts that I just don't need to wait till I can send them to a long armor. You know, I have enough big ones that need to go to a long armor that I just need to knock the little ones out myself. And then this one will be hard to show because it's bigger. This is the last one I did. The last border has to come off. I need to re-sew it because it was the last thing I did. Like, I was trying so hard to finish this before we left that I was like rush, and it's pretty wonky, the last border. But it's a panel that says "Sweet Land of Liberty." I don't even know if I can come back far enough to see. The borders rotate between pinwheel and just this bar. This actual middle, this like panicky, was supposed to have been this print, but this was the Liberty box from Fat Quarter Shop, and I didn't read, you know, sometimes everything's not included, so I didn't read you needed that, so I just used my scraps on it. And then it has the panel. And then the bottom, when it comes, and again, I have pictures of this on my Instagram. When you come down to the bottom, it just has the same thing around it. So I did go ahead and order some batting for this one. I'm going to go ahead and send it to my long armor. Hopefully next weekend I should be able to get this. This white is the border that's wonky. I got to look at that again and see about getting that fixed and then get it sent off to her. I do actually have another one of these panels, the same panel, because I bought it at a quilt shop, not realizing it was in my Liberty box. So I still have one more Liberty box to do. So I might try to get out. I would like to get that done before the next one comes out, just to not be stockpiling stuff. I did make a little makeshift board over here, makeshift design wall. I have a couple quilts that I want to get done, but they're out of sight, out of mind. So I pulled my last quilt down and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to put this up so that I can see them and they'll be right in front of me to give me a little inspiration to finish. So this one right here is the second Socialites from Fat Quarter Shop. I do have all the rest of the fabric sitting over here on my table, so I want to get that one done. And then up here, that is Barn Star Sampler. I'm doing that in Patriotic Red, White, and Blue. And I have some of the bigger blocks done that are hanging over here on my rack. And then this star is the beginning of the quilt along that I'm doing with my friends from camp. So I have a lot of quilt things in the works. Over here on the table, I have a Tim Holtz quilt, or it's a quilt that I want to do with Tim Holtz fabric. So when I was in here the other night doing my cleaning, I grouped that all together, and it should go fast once I get to it because it's the pattern is not overly complicated. So I need to get that done. Plus I have a t-shirt quilt to do for somebody. I have another memory quilt to do for somebody. I have a lot of stuff to do, but I'm excited about it because I love all of it. So I'm going to jump off here because we're going to go grab some lunch real fast. I know this was kind of a quick video, but I just wanted to jump in here because I hadn't seen y'all in a couple weeks and I missed you. Hoping, if you're my Zoom people, I miss you. I hope that we can get back together soon. And like I said, if you're in the Greensboro area, Stitchy Group will be this Tuesday at the Starbucks at Barnes & Noble at Friendly. Can't wait to catch back up with y'all. Hope until I see you again that you get lots of stitching done, lots of quilting. Bye guys.